Oh my gosh, the side effects that these girls have on social media, I cannot believe it. And it's just like I just feel for them. My documentary, Jasmine was on Yaz, and that gave her, they're like, you have to go off it because you can get blood clots.
Yep.
And then my friend Amanda, she's been on Yaz for a while and she's fine with it. Like, so it's
Yeah.
really is, you don't know how your body will handle it.
It's interesting because the dosing matters, the type of birth control you're on matters, the absorption method, like so through your skin, through your vagina, if you do like a vagina ring or vaginal ring, excuse me, the implant, the pill, all those absorption methods can alter things. And then someone's personal um, endocrine system and lifestyle factors. So all of these things have a tremendous impact, which is why one woman can go on the birth control pill and feel fine, and another one has blood clots, right? Like
Yeah.
it varies so wildly. And also I think that's why some women may, or young girls may feel invalidated at times, because they're looking for someone that might have shared these experiences, but potentially that's not out there, or they're not able to find it. Yeah, and something I really appreciated about your documentary, and something that I try to advocate for, is we shouldn't be judging a woman's decision, right? It's about opening the conversation, and education is super important. My whole kind of ethos is you should have the education you need to make the right decisions, understanding your body, hormones. But ultimately, if you decide for your lifestyle and for your goals, that's what you want to do, then do it, right? But just go into it with your eyes open. The average age of women starting birth control is like 16. So when you're as you're going through puberty, you are still establishing your cycle rhythm. Um, and I think overall, for women of reproductive age, I think 1 in 4 women are on some sort of form of hormonal birth control. So that tends to leave a lot of unanswered questions.
Yeah.
And I think another interesting point is that if you had symptoms like acne, irregular periods, those types of things, for a lot of women, when they get off of birth control, they're like, "Oh, I'm getting all these symptoms back." But I think where the confusion is that birth control doesn't fix the root of those causes. It just masks the symptoms by using
Okay.
synthetic hormones. And again, this isn't a judgment thing or a good or bad. It's just understanding that if you do decide to transition off of birth control, some of those things that you had experienced prior to going on, you may experience again,
Yeah.
as your body goes through that transition and kind of reestablishes a new equilibrium.
I feel like you were saying, a lot of girls start birth control when they're teenagers. And so they are kind of just like, I'm going to the doctor. The doctor says, take this. And you go, yeah, okay. Like you're young, you trust your doctors. But I just feel like doctors often will prescribe that as kind of like the fix for a lot of women's
Mhm.
problems. And I feel like girls aren't really being able to ask, like, wait, is this even the right thing for me? Like, is there something better I could do at home, or like maybe change my diet, exercise more, that can help with my symptoms, that isn't taking this medicine?
Sure. Yeah, and I think I would add to that that it is medicine. And it's so funny to say that, because I'm sure someone listening to this is like, "Yeah, duh." But I think birth control is, like you said, presented as this thing that'll fix a lot of these issues, and I know I had that belief system for a long time, but it is medicine. And all medicines, when you, especially ones that impact your hormones, are going to have some sort of downstream effect, because especially in this case, reproductive hormones, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, don't just impact your reproductive system. They
Uh-uh.
impact everything. And that's why things like nutrient deficiency, mood disorders, um, bone density, blood clots, like all of these potential side effects pop up, because synthetic hormones do not interact with the body the same way that our natural hormones do. So what kind of questions do you think, after someone watches your documentary, do you think that we should be asking?
First off, once again, like, is this the only thing that can, like, I can do to fix this problem? Like, is there something, that I don't have to take a medicine for to fix this problem? Because, like you were saying, medicines just lead to side effects a lot of the time. Um, Also, just a big thing too is if I take this medicine, what side effects should I look out for? Because
Totally.
I feel like a lot of people will not think, like, for example, like hair loss. If you start losing your hair, you might not immediately think that's because of your birth control. You could think that's because of new shampoo or just new diet, anything. You don't know, always think it's this is the birth control, but it really could be.
Totally. Or it could your birth control could be masking that you have PCOS, right?
Yes.
Or other types of endometriosis. Not that that's related to hair loss, but just other types of fibroids or all kinds of things that women deal with.
Oh yeah. More serious stuff that you need to address, not just mask.
Want more? The full interview is linked below. And don't forget to subscribe for more conversations like this.